Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Life is a series of experiences, and each experience has three components: the object that is experienced, the experience of the object, and the experiencer who is experiencing the object. Three aspects. The quality of our life depends on which of the three components we give importance to. If we give importance to the object of experience, we will be extrovert. Such people, they love the things and use the people. Life should be, we love the people and use the things, because their importance is for the things in life. Like, I get food from different ammas. Now, all utensils, etc., they are the same. How do I know who is what? They don't label it also. And I don't stay here all the time. So, Swami, last time we sent you food, there was one dibba there. Where it is? I said, I don't know. No, it was like this, it was like that. I said, forget about it. No, it was, it has come to us inherited from my mother-in-law. I said, then you should never take it back. See? Only one stuff you got from your mother-in-law, that is your husband. Are you not sufficiently more? See? So we love the things. And those who love the things, what will be their lifestyle? Acquisition, possession, and protection. The whole life is spent only in this. How much more I can acquire? How much more can I acquire? In the life of Alexander, this thing comes somewhere I read. When he got a message, his mom is not well, so he was going back. And on the way, he knew, no, he cannot survive. So he told his generals, I'm going to die. Nothing can stop me now. So, you have to follow three orders. Number one, those doctors who were treating me put my coffin on their shoulders and take me to the grave. One desire. Second desire, the path by which they will be taking my coffin, on that path, put all the jewelry and the loot that we have been doing. Let them walk on that, gold and whatever. And the third thing, don't keep my hands inside the coffin like this. For the dead man, they put up hands on the coffin. So instead of that, bring my hands outside, open. They say, sir, it will be done. But we just want to know, out of curiosity, why you have got such peculiar desires. He said, let the world know that all those doctors who wanted to keep me alive, they have failed. Secondly, all that I have looted from this world doesn't go with me. It remains here. And I cannot take anything in my hands. My hands are empty. As I came, so I go. When this happens while you are alive, then you are a Mahatma. So our whole life is spent only in Yoga Kshemam, two things. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna brings this point. Ananya Chittayanto Mam Ye Jana Paripasate Tesham Nitya Viyuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vamya. Yoga means what we don't have to get it, and Kshema means whatever we have to protect. Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Artham anartham bhavaya nityam nasti tataha sukha leshas satyam putradapi dhana bhayam bhiti sarvatre sha vihitariti bhaja govindam bhaja govindam. The things that we acquire in the world are referred as wealth, money. So earning is not comfortable. After you earn, maintaining it is still difficult, and the most tragic experience comes when you have to part with. So, anartham, money or wealth can never be a source of happiness. Therefore, out of these three components of our experience, the experience in the world, unless we devalue, we will remain a slave to these worldly things. See, and this can happen only by proper analysis of our own experiences. How many things we have been collecting at home, and we keep on collecting. There is no end to it. Today I was cleaning my house. So many books, and there is no place to keep. So collected all of them, huge bags. I said, dispatch it to some place. The joy of emptiness is unparalleled. The joy of giving up is the best joy. Not the joy of indulgence, giving up. So, the object as a component of our experience must be devalued by us because we have given value to them. When this is not done, then the scriptures come to our help and they say, you should do puja, you should have a nice temple, and then you should keep nice idol of the Lord. So you are still holding on to the objective world. But now that objective world is converted into some kind of support called as God. See? So although it is extrovert, yet it is not indulgence oriented, but it is surrender oriented. See, friends, how subtle is this? Now those who have thus discovered, therefore you will see, many places, people will be earning money with all good or bad means. They will be earning money by wrong means, but they want a CA who is very honest. CA and honest. Because what is CA? Corruption authenticated legally. Therefore, if we are extrovert, never mind, start doing this Adi Bhautik Puja. In an Adi Bhautik Puja, help in constructing the temples. The other day somebody asked me in South Africa, Swami, these people are constructing so many temples, why they are doing? I said, what is wrong with you? If you don't want to do, don't do it. But is it necessary? I said, why there are so many universities? Why not only one university? See? When temples are more, we have got, very much arguments. But when hotels are more, colleges are more, then we have no argument. See, friends, more the temples, more is the possibility that we may pass by. See, friends, like I am in Bombay for so many years. There are many temples which I have never seen. People come to see here. For example, this Mahalakshmi temple, which is at Ajiyani. This is Bombay. Mahalakshmi temple in Ajiyani. So, these temples, the individual personal gods, see this Pushti Margi, they do this thing. They will be keeping a nice small altar at home, and there will be one small cot, and Krishna will be sleeping there. There will be a small cute mosquito net. Like the children play. In the same manner, oldies play with the god. That is called a Pushti Marga. And like children play only for eating. In the same manner. Chappan go, daba ke khao. So this Adi Bhautik Puja is the way for us to continue to be extrovert, but instead of looking at the world as a place of indulgence, we take this world as a place of worship. That is Adi Bhautik Puja. That we have seen. Then the second aspect of our experience is the experience proper. The Adi Bhautik world is other than us. But the experience is with us. So when we are focusing attention on the experience of the world, and the experience is what? Victory, defeat, then gain, loss, then joy, sorrows. So these are the experiences at the second component of our experience called as experience of life. And therefore we will see when we go to the temple with devotion, we close our eyes and we feel blessed because now we have migrated from the Adi Bhautik and we have come to the Adi Daivik. So those who are thus practicing the puja of the Lord at the experience level, they are more evolved than those who are in KG1, KG2. That doesn't mean we are condemning anybody. See, I have got 4 sons, and then I introduce you. See, my friend, this is my eldest son, he is struggling in his doctorate. This is the second one, he is struggling in his graduation. This is the third one, he is struggling in his 10th standard. And this one, last one, is making me struggle, he is in class KG1. So when we introduce these 4 kids, do we by any means mean that we are condemning the small child? In the same manner, when we are talking about that those who are leading the spiritual practice at the level of the experience or the Adi Daivik, they are more evolved than those who are held up only in Ganti Bajao. See friends, in 3rd canto Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran, Kapil Ji Maharaj is giving the instruction of devotion to his mother disciple Devahuti Ji. And he tells all the details, how the puja is to be done, etc. Adi Bhautik, etc. And then he says, this will be all only Adambara, only external show. If we are not able to perceive the divine presence in and through the total world. Kabirji Maharaj says the same thing in different ways. He says, we are ready to suspect the divinity in the statues which we have purchased from the market after bargaining. Nobody will purchase the statue without bargain. कितने का है? 1,000. How much? 21. 21,000 you are asking for 21? अच्छा, 210. And with great bargain we buy that. And after, oh Lord, I have purchased a ticket. Get me $1 million. So one said, you purchased me for 2,100. And you want out of me the investment crore. It is great. So, when we are purchasing the Adi Bhautik idol, Parathiva Vigraha, and trying to suspect God in that and do puja, now this Vigraha is made by a man. So in man-made statue we can suspect divinity, but in the God-made creation we don't suspect divinity. See, friends. Thus, when we are able to evolve, now how can we see God in everyone and everything? See, this devotion to the Lord or pure love has 4 expressions. The first expression is respect and reverence for those who are elder than us. That is puja or devotion at the Adi Daivik level. Those who are our contemporaries, for them a relation of friendliness without becoming a friend to a friend. See, we should be friendly with everyone, but let that friendliness not fall down to a bondage of a friend. Then we are practicing devotion at the Adi Daivik level. The third, there are people who are younger than us, and younger people are those who have the qualification of committing mistakes. About them, what is to be done? Never forgive them. Forget them. This is very important principle. Don't struggle in forgiving. Forget. Acha, I didn't see you. Over. And those who are problematic for us, see, like take an example. There are some children born with the manufacturer's defect. They cannot take the milk or milk products. Immediately the urticaria comes. Some of them are gluten, susceptible. So they avoid that. So when they avoid those products, does it mean that they hate it? See, in the same manner, do not have this wrong notion that our mind will be able to accept every other mind happily. It is not possible. Indriyasya indriyasyarthe raga dvesho vyavastitau. It is natural. Then what is the sadhana? Tayoho vasham na agachet. Don't come under the influence of those likes and dislikes. Then how to deal with remain indifferent? See? Now take these 2 spiritual practices at the Adi Daivik level. First, remember to forget. And the second thing is, don't be witness. I am witnessing. Don't get lost into that. Then be indifferent. So when we forget, we delete. When we are indifferent, we don't interact. This together is called as practice of puja or devotion to the Lord at the level of Adi Daivik, at the level of experience. And this is what is the spiritual practice indicated in Bhagavad Gita by Bhagavad Krishna. What he says there? Whether you are following the path of karma, or you are following the path of yoga, or you are following the path of devotion, or you are following the path of knowledge, all of them are aimed at maintaining the equanimity of the mind under all conditions. Means what? When equanimity of the mind is maintained, you are no more influenced by any kind of experience. That is Adi Daivik Puja. Therefore, right from the beginning, Siddhi Siddhyo Samo Bhutva Samatvam Yoga Uchyate Path of Karma. Atmaupammena Sarvatra Samam Pashyati Arjuna. Path of yoga. See? Path of devotion. Tulya Ninda Sutir Vauni Santushto Yena Kenachit. Path of devotion. Same equanimity. Path of knowledge. Naiva Kinchit Karomiti Yukto Manne Tatatvavit. Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Kavihastiti Shri Chaiva Shvakecha Panditaha Samadarshina. So, what will be the Adi Daivik Puja? Adi Daivik Puja will be, let us go through all the experiences of life without creating a scratch or a dent on the mind. If this happens, then we are following the Adi Daivik Puja. If that is not done, like you must have seen those who are doing Adi Bhautik Puja in most of the houses, they themselves will not do any arrangement. Somebody else has to do. Somebody else has to make the chandan, keep the flowers, everything. And this man comes like, chief of the accounts. And he comes and says, Majlis man, where is the matchbox? That is not puja. You do everything by your hand. See? Go to the neighbor, pluck the flowers from the That is the only way. Otherwise, somebody will do everything and in many Marwari houses, or those houses where the gents cook, Pandit ji, khana banao. The ladies don't cook. And the rule is, the best cooks in the world are gents, not ladies. Nala, the great king, was a great cook. Bhima was a very great cook, not Draupadi. Alright. So, when we are doing puja, we have to do everything by our hand, then only our mind is focused on the Lord. Then, from there we get up and come to the level of experience. Whatever we are doing, are we experiencing the joy in doing? Whatever we do in life, it should be an expression of joy. If this is happening, then we are doing the Adi Daivik Puja. You must have seen, these people, original one, like Mirabai. Mere to Giridhara Gopala. Mirabai did not sing before the crowd to get the claps. You are singing for the Lord. You know Haridas Ji Maharaj, who was the Guru of Tansen. And Tansen was such a great, singer, musician. When his king, Mughal, he wanted to hear Haridas Maharaj, so he said, please call him. He said, sir, I am extremely sorry, nobody can tell him anything. And he does not sing for human beings, he sings only for the Lord in his place. So he said, okay, I will come. Then they went and these guys. They are the real devotees who are singing for the Lord, not singing for the papi pet ke liye. And those who sing for papi pet ke liye, then their singing is dependent on the applause of the audience. And for getting the applause, they go beyond all limits. Meri chunari, ri, they say, as it is moving. Finally, people get tired and clap. Ab band karo. There was a musician and he sang and so many people sitting. And after he sang, they say, Mukarrar, means repeat again. So he was so happy. People are appreciating it. Once, twice, thrice, 5 times, 6 times. Then he said, how come you people like it so much you are asking me to repeat again and again? What is the reason? He said, till you sing correctly. You are singing wrong. That is not the singing. The singing is when Mirabai used to sing for the Lord. Those bhajans were not composed by scratching the head and destroying the stationery. They were just born in her heart. Therefore, wherever Adi Devik Puja is practiced, it is manifested as poetry, Bhagavad Gita. It's not the prose order. Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavata Gita, the one which is sung by the Lord Himself. That is the Adi Devik Puja. And therefore in Adi Devik Puja, if you happen to go to Vrindavan sometime, do go, there is one place belonging to this Haridas Maharaj. Today also, there is no cement anywhere in that ashram, only the sand. And the people, they apply the sand only as the bhasma, etc. Simple clothes. They sit in the sand. And their sadhana is only what Haridas Maharaj used to sing. So all those bhajan and kirtan, day, noon, evening, night. For them all the devotion is only singing His glory, Adi Devik Puja. So we have seen Adi Bhautik for those who are extrovert, to turn them introvert. Adi Devik Puja, those who are singing the glory of the world, instead of that, start singing the glory of the Lord, so that you discover fulfillment in life. The Lord doesn't need our singing, but we are able to experience the bliss, ecstasy. When these two pujas are conducted and completed, then we come to the Adhyatmik Puja called as Parapuja. So first we are lost in the experience in the world. Then from there we start migrating to the experiencer of the world. And now we are entering the core of the experiencer of the experiencer. See friends. And when we come to the experiencer, now here the teacher says, Swayam prakashamanasya kuto niranjanam vibhoho. Because ultimately we show the niranjanam to the Lord. See, the mantra is Kutoyam agnihi. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kutoyam agnihi. Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam. Tasya bhasa sarvavidam vibhati. It is in his light. Everything is illumined. To that light of all lights. What kind of Niranjana we can show? Means what? Come to realize this. That which does not involve involvement of any means of knowledge, that is the supreme reality, and recognition of this reality is called as the Parapuja. Etat buddhva buddhiman syat krutakatyascha bharata. Tadeva brahmatvam vidhi. Vidhi, come to know, come to realize, come to recognize. So when we come to the last stage of our life called as the experiencer, then we can enter the path of knowledge with completeness. So the first two pujas, Adi Bhautik and Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik puja has weaned us from the worldly things, and Adi Daivik puja has turned us towards something higher in life, and now Adi Parapuja, Adhyatmik puja, is now leading us to discover what we were seeking is none other than our own me. See friends, Tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam, tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. It is in his light alone, everything is illuminated. And therefore, come to cognize that experiencer who is independent of everything. How can we experience that experiencer who is independent of everything? Very simple technique, it's not difficult. Try these three things. Action without a doer is Parapuja. Knowledge without a knower is Parapuja. Joy without an enjoyer is Parapuja. Let an entity be not born. So let hearing happen. See? Let talking happen. When we thus become extremely aware of our every experience, that no experience is creating an experiencer. When we sleep, that time the experiencer of the sleep is not created, who comes back in the waking. And therefore, in the deep sleep, whosoever, whatever it may be, it is not smuggled in the waking experience. So, waking experience without a waker, dream experience without a dreamer, deep sleep experience without a deep sleeper, and samadhi experience without a person in the samadhi is called as Parapuja. Tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Therefore, Swayam Prakashamanasya Kuto Nirajanam Vibho. The meaning of this will be, therefore, find out that experience which does not involve any means of knowledge. So all the sense organs are dropped. The moment sense organs are dropped, the world disappears. All the emotions and thoughts are dropped, the mind disappears. And that which cannot be dropped is you. Tasya Bhasa Sarvavidam Vimani. Now if we have to say that I am, now I am, how do we know? Through the sense organs? Let me leak and find out whether I am there or not. No. Let me smell, find out if I am there or not. No, these are the socks smell. It's not permanent. And then let me feel. Once, many years before, Sham and we went somewhere in Juhu. Somebody called us. And that person, Mahatma Ji, came and they gave us flower. So I took flower. I said, I not. I said, don't take, who cares? So he sat down. Everybody offered. I also offered. And then he started. And he said, awareness is old, outdated word. It has no meaning left. You should feel. Everybody. And thereafter, you should. Whether it is feel or peel. It is not a feeling, friends. Feeling will come and go. That which comes and goes is not the space. Everything is coming and going in the space. See, friends, all the thoughts come and go in the mind. All the waking, deep sleep, etc. comes and goes. But its Chidakasha is eternal presence. Tasya Bhasa Sarvavidam Vibhati. This is the meaning of Swayam Prakashamanasya Kuto Nirajanam Vibho. Otherwise the wrong argument will be, God is beyond the scope of words, therefore why chant his name? God is beyond the scope of the thoughts or contemplation, so why think about him? See? God, you cannot give anything to God, so why give? See, friend, that is not the right kind of logic. Then, Antarabahishya Purnasya Katham Udvasanam Bhave. And the last stage in the puja is Udvasanam. First was Avahanam. First we invoke the Lord. Oh Lord, please come, please come, please come. After the job is over, now go, please go. Therefore, many people, when they do Namaskar, Swamiji, we are going, I always tell them, thank God. Swamiji, thank God. I say, yes, I thank God for everything. See? Udvasanam. Now, oh Lord, all the job is over, now you can go. Some other people are waiting. So, Antarabahishya Purnasya Katham Udvasanam Bhavet. How can you tell the space to go away? See? Everything is contained in the space. Things can come and go. The space cannot come and go. So even if we want to reject God, you cannot. See, friends, Kadam Udvasanam Bhavet. Therefore, Antarbahishya Purnasya, the one which is in and out and everything is in him. To that Paramatma, you cannot tell, oh Lord, now the job is over, you can go. In this manner, Evameva Parapuja Sarvavasthasu Sarvada Ekabuddhyatu Deveshe Videya Brahmavittamaihi. Brahmavittamaihi. Brahmavittamaihi is a superlative degree. Like good, better, best. So Brahmavit, the one who has general knowledge about there is something called as God. Then Brahmavittara, I have studied all the scriptures. You touch and the mantras come out. Brahmavittara. And Brahmavittama is the one who is abiding in the knowledge that is indicated in the scriptures. So Brahmavittamaihi, those who are abiding in this absolute, for them Evameva Parapuja Sarvavasthasu Sarvada Videya. So all those great masters, they are ever in tune with this divine. Sarvavasthasu, Jagra, Sapna, Sushupti, Samadhi. Therefore, they never do Samadhi. Somehow you know that Samadhi meditation has gone so wrongly in our head. See, don't get lost in that. I want to do meditation. See? Is it pitla bhakri? I want to do meditation. See? We have to live in meditation 24/7. Therefore, sarva avasthasu. It is not that, when I am before the Lord, I am the devotee, and the moment I go out, I am a devotee. No. Devotee means he who doesn't vote. Congestion, decongestion. So, sarva avasthasu evameva videya. This is the meaning of Parapuja for all those great seekers, which is indicated by the great master, Ekabuddhyatu Deveshe. So, only that understanding that there is but one absolute reality. Ekam sat vipra bahuda vadanti. But one reality. It is indicated by many ways because of the upadhis or the conditionings. And after having said this, now this is the most beautiful mantra. Atma tvam girijamati sahajara prana shariram gruham pujate vividhopa bhoga rachana nidra samadhi sthiti sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi stotrani sarvagiro yadyat karma karomi tat tadakiram shambho tavaradhanam. This is the Parapuja. So, whether we are in contact with the object of the world, Adi Bhautik, or we are going through the various experiences of the world, Adi Daivik, we are never divorced from our essential nature. So, Atma Tvam, you are no more a miserable husband, wife, brother, sister, mother, father, daughter, no. Don't get lost into that. You can never be happy as somebody. To discover happiness, be nobody. Do you think I should leave my mother? No, don't leave. Then play the role of a daughter. What is the role of the daughter? Just pretend you are listening to her. That's it. You don't have to listen. Pretend. Acha mummy, waisa hi karenge. Over. Because the mummy is also great. She will also forget what did I say. But we keep on arguing every small little thing. The best way to disagree with anybody is to agree immediately. Because when you disagree, you argue, the thoughts become very strong and concrete. Immediately, pahli keh do. Yes, yes. This I learned in Himachal Pradesh from one driver. Suppose you tell, Mansik, we have to, yes. I have not said anything. So he is my guru. So before you listen to anybody, yes, this is what I do. Before taking food, I say food is good. Otherwise you have to tell lies. Atma Tvam. You are the divine self. And to that divine self, who is the Girija, the wife, the Parvati ji, the Gauri, Matihi. Let our intellect follow the conscience and not the world. लोग क्या कहेंगे? कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे. लोगों का काम है कहना. छोड़ो बेकार की बातें, अपने मस्ती में रहना. Don't give too much importance to the world. But how it is possible? It is possible. How many times you have to listen to satsang? Did we give importance? That means the technique we know. No, only we have to apply. So as regard technology is concerned, we are not short of. So Atma Tvam Girijamati. Let our intellect be self-oriented and not selfish. Intellect is a place where somebody resides. And that somebody we indicate by our index finger. When I told you, this is how we do. Bring the index finger here. We don't say, I told you. You say, okay. This I is the intellect, Vijnanamaya Kosha. It is our personality is analyzed in this verse. Annamaya Kosh, Pranamaya Kosh, Manomaya Kosh, Vijnanamaya Kosh, Anandamaya Kosh. So, Atma Tvam, this I is no more a miserable entity identified with the mind becoming happy or miserable, with the prana becoming hungry or thirsty, with the body becoming man and woman. Atma Tvam means dissociate yourself from the three. If you see politics, there are 5 votes. Now this I, he has a choice. He can join with the majority and leave the Ananda alone and continue to be miserable. Or else separate from the majority and surrender to the bliss. This is what is called a Chin Mudra. It is not a mudra with a snuff. It is not snuff mudra. So, we dissociate ourselves from the body, Dehatma Bhavatya. Then we dissociate from the Pranamaya Kosha, too much of choice for eating, etc. Then we dissociate ourselves from the mind, don't give undue importance to the vagaries and the emotions of the mind. And then this I, when he is liberated from the identification with the three, then he is ready for surrender for something higher in life. That is what is meant, Atma Tvam Girija Matihi. Then Sahachara Prana. Sahachara, the accompanying people around. They are prana. Let our life support the spiritual quest with all sincerity. Otherwise, I want to believe in the morning, Swami, but I don't know what happens. I cannot get up in the morning. What will happen? Next life you will become a Khatmal. Why? Because it is written in Khatmal Mahapuran that those who wake up after the sunrise, they become the bedbug. This is the rule. So, Atma tam girijamati sahachara prana. Then shariram gruham. And our body is the house where we are living. Now see the whole personality. We are not the body, but we are embodied. Be very attentive. We are embodied. Now this embodied one is Jiva or Paramatma. This is the choice. If we take this embodied one as Jiva, means this I is identified with the body, prana and the mind. And when this embodied is the one who is manifesting through the three limitations as Jiva, and therefore he is someone other than the Jiva, that is the meaning here. Atma tvam girijamati sahachara prana shariram gruham. So when we live in our house, we keep house clean, neat and all that, but we are very clear that the house is meant for us, we are not for the house. So many houses we have changed. Dehilosmin yatha dehe kaumaram yaumanam jara. How many bodies we have changed till date? See? According to medical clubs, they say every 7 years all the cells of the body are replaced fully, God knows. But do we get that experience that we are changing the bodies? So medically speaking, if somebody is 49 years old, so he has changed already 7 bodies. See? We keep on changing. Therefore, shariram graham, only take care of the body just to stay there, not living for the body, by the body on everybody. So, Atma tam girijamati sahachara prana shariram gruham puja te vividhopa bhogarachana. One person went to Bhagwan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and said, Sir, I cannot stop drinking. What should I do? So Bhagwan asked, who is your God? Krishna Bhagwan. Very good. Now what you do? Before you take the drinks, offer it to the Lord as naivedya. This was it. Bhagwan Krishna ko white horse. But unless I offer it to the Lord, I should not take. Every time you go, no, slowly, that thought took possession of him and he could leave it. See, friends. Therefore, puja te vishayoga bhogarachana means what? In every experience that we have with the world, think of God. See? When you are taking food, that time think of. The Lord is within us. He says, Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Pranina Deham Ashrita. Be attentive. We don't digest the food. Someone else digests. We don't digest. So we should have a little pity for that poor soul. Imagine inside there is a big kadai. And Bhagwan is standing there. And there is a big, that karchi. And Aham Vaishwadaro Bhutva is the fire. And from above, a huge lump of food falls back. And he started. He started. How over? By the time he over, again something else. There is no end to that. Just keep this thing in your mind. While taking food, think of Him. More than what we eat, whatever we eat, how we eat, determines whether you can digest and assimilate food or not. Many people have got this habit, you know. The moment food comes, and they keep on eating. You stop them if you don't like. But this is how the habit is developed. Okay. In some place, a very educated family, their first son, maybe about 7 years or 8 years, now he is married and his business. He had this habit. Every time he is perfectly alright. But the moment he comes on the dining table, so his mother, Swami, what should I do? I am fed up with this. He is good otherwise. But something happens to him when he comes on the dining table. I said, if you want to get out of it or discussion, out of it. I said, now, don't ask me any question, okay? Today when you sit at the table, I will ring the bell. All those who are hungry, please come for food. Everybody came, he didn't come. Because every day is a habit. Beta, come please, please come and take food. No, I do not take. And that dumb mummy goes with the food and after that, he is like my Krishna and run after that. Give one. Krishna. See, friends. So, as usual, he didn't come. I said, Mama, now shut up. Eat food. Cover his food with some covering. And we all ate. And they went to the whatever their job. And I was at home doing nothing. After about an hour or so, he saw there is nobody. And I was looking at him through my blue eyes. And then he came to the dining table, removed them, and coolly ate. No problem. So we spoil them. And then this becomes a lifelong habit. Therefore, whenever you are taking food or any experience you are going through, don't struggle to get happiness out of your experience. Let every experience of your life express happiness. This is real puja. See, there is one text written by Shankaracharya. There he writes about bhoga or the food. Atitanaagatam kinchit na smarami na chintaye ragadvesha vina praptam bhunjamyatra shubhashubham. What food I eat? So there they said, Atita, past, Agatam, future. Na smarami na chintaye. I don't think of the past, I don't worry about the future. And in the present, Ragadvesha vina praptam, atra. In the present, whatever comes my way, bhunjamyatra, I enjoy. That is real puja. See? Therefore, lesser the choice we give to ourselves, happier we are. More the choice we give to ourselves, miserable we are. The other day in Kent, in the UK, my friend with whom I was staying, she went to buy something and I was playing with the kids, football. I said, Mama, I will come to the shop, you go and get it, I am playing with the kids. And she came, Swami, I want to tell you something. It's a start. You know, one lady came. She wanted to buy a phone. And the shopkeeper told her, just to select whatever you want. And there were so many varieties of phones. She got so confused. I don't know what should I buy. Because more choice. If there is no choice, go buy and come back and suffer silently. Now you suffer violently. You spend so much of money. See? And it has count of no return. Therefore, the happiest way is give yourself minimum choice. Pujate vividopabhoga rachana. Then alone we are doing the real puja. And nidra samadhi sthiti. See? So when you are sleeping, that is your samadhi. Now what is samadhi? Samadhi is Ya nisha sarva bhutanam tasyam jagrati sayyami yasyam jagrati bhutani sa nisha pashyato munehe. That is samadhi. Ever living in tune with the divine. And then in that intoxication, conducting yourself in this world. See? Therefore, nidra samadhi sthiti. In the nidra, in the deep sleep, we are intoxicated by the divine bliss. And therefore, after your sleep is over, you don't want to immediately leave the bed. Why? Because it is like, Gujarati amras. You know Gujarati amras, how they make? Nice mango, they will smash it with their dirty hand and they do like this. Nothing, and still something hangs here. In the same manner, after the deep sleep is over, yet there is a lingering taste of the bliss wherein no object was involved. See, that lingering is called a vasanananda. That lingering bliss is 24/7 for the wise man. See? He is in that intoxication. Nidra samadhi sthiti. So he is sleeping to the relative world because he is awakened to the absolute reality. Sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi. This is one simple technique. Try. We can think of God, chant Lord's name only under one condition, and that condition is we have to establish a rhythm in life. The first experience that a fetus or an embryo has in the womb is the rhythm of the heartbeat of the mother. The first sound that we listen in the womb is the rhythm. Thak, 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 thak. And this is known to the mother, but they don't know they know it. And therefore, if you want to put the child to sleep, what you do? You create a rhythm. The child will stop. So, sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi. When you are walking, with every step, take the Lord's name. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. JSK, JSK, JSK. JSK means Jai Shri Vishnu. Then the SMS. Sanchara padayo pradakshina vidhi. So with every step you will develop the rhythm. So when you are walking, don't carry the mala and showing to the whole world. Dekho mala hai apne paas. Hamare paas bhi Vajanti mala. So take that rhythm. When you are climbing the steps, that time you take. Slowly you will develop that technique. Then, if you are in one place, take the mala in the hand and develop there the rhythm. Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram, Sri Ram. With one bead, pulling towards yourself, Lord's name. Develop the rhythm. Perfect synchronization. Oh, but I have forgotten the mala. We are so expert in finding excuses. Then, never mind. Another rhythm. Breathing. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hum, Sa, So, Hum, So, Hum. Rhythm. And when this rhythm is developed, then Pradakshina vidhi, you are doing the Pradakshina of the Lord. Because what is Pradakshina? You go around the Lord remembering Him, not gossiping. And Stotrani Sarvagiro. And then whatever we are talking is nothing but His glory. Tat Chintanam, Tat Kathanam, Anyonyam Tat Prabodhanam, Etat Eka Paratvam Cha Brahmabhyasam Vidurbuddhaha. The wise people call this as the Brahma Abhyasa Vidurbuddhaha. And therefore, ultimately, yad yad karma karomi tattadakhilam shambho tavaradhanam. O Lord, whatever I am doing is only your aradhana. Thus, we start from the Adi Bhautik Puja, come to the Adi Daivik Puja, and then come to the Adhyatmik Puja. This is the culmination of all our spiritual practices, and with this we conclude this session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaha Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.